Okay, you guys, what is up? This is Ashi Senpai here today to do an anime and manga discussion kind of video. Well, more a One Piece discussion video. So this is gonna be a video response to guy that I'm subscribed to was on YouTube, Thejorishae. He seems pretty cool. He says the word fuck a lot, but I mean, it is what it is. And this is a video response to his discussion video titled My Favorite One Piece Arc. Now, according to Thejorishae, his favorite One Piece arc overall is Shaboni Archipelago. Now, I like Shaboni Archipelago, I really do, for a lot of reasons. Number one, obviously Kizaru. I mean, Kizaru was a freaking beast. Two, the supernovas. Three, Rayleigh. All the shit that happened, and and that arc was insane. Luffy and the crew getting separated. The Shiboni Archipelago arc was good. But what I really like, what my favorite arc overall is not Shiboni Archipelago. Despite the fact that I think it's good, it's not my favorite arc. My favorite arc is actually Enies Lobby. That's my favorite arc overall One Piece so far. I mean, there could be arcs that are even better than that. But right now, well, Marineford is better, but I still prefer, Enies Lobby because I don't want to be on that Marineford bandwagon. But when it comes to Enies Lobby, it's probably my most favorite arc of One Piece. Enies Lobby has everything. Amazing fights. The Straw Hats getting character development and getting stronger. Rob Lucci and CP9. Rokishi, is it Rokishi? I think it's Rokishi. Rokishi style. The involvement of the world government. All these things just make this arc of One Piece my favorite. Oh yeah, the Robin flashback. Out of all the Straw Hat flashbacks that I've seen, hers is by far the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Nami's was sad. Everyone else's was sad, but Robin's, she got her entire clan taken out by the same people that her friends, the Straw Hats, are fighting. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn. So that's another reason. But another reason why I like this arc so much is because it's an advancement point for the Straw Hats, not only in characterization but also in strength. You see even the weaker members of the Straw Hat crew going all out, performing new moves and stuff, like Usopp having the huge Kabuto, Nami with her climate attack, what's his name, Chopper with the monster point, and then of course you see the usual Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. Luffy, gear second and gear third. Zoro, Ashura, and Sanji, Diablo Jamba. Then, of course, Frankie hadn't joined the crew yet. He was still with them, but he was just an ally. But you actually saw, a lot of his schematics, a lot of what makes Frankie so damn powerful. So, overall, that had to be one of my favorite arcs in One Piece. When it comes to the characters that were involved, you have the Straw Hats, obviously. You have the CP9. You have Spandy, Spandam, all these dudes, and this arc just shows how fucked up the world government is. I mean, Marineford, yeah, you can tell that they're fucked up then. But this arc, I think, is one of the few times where Oda showcases, okay, even though the Straw Hats' primary goal is not to take down the world government is so large and such a big problem that the Straw Hats have no choice but to go up against them in the future. So, what I can say is that this arc really does showcase the world government in its full light. And it's one of the reasons why I like it so much. Now, when it comes to the villains, obviously you have Rob Lucci. I mean, enough said. The dude is disgusting when it comes to Rikishi style. Fukuro, what's her name? Khalifa. I mean, they're all pretty cool. But out of all of them, I have my respect for Rob Lucci because Rob Lucci is that nigga. I'm not even lying to you. Rob Lucci is cool. Like, he combines his Rikishi style and shit. It's all strong and it's just insane. But what I can say is that that's what made this arc in my personal opinion. Another thing that made this arc was the large scale fights. The Straw Hats aren't really a large pirate group. They're more of a closely knit team of specialists in different areas. Even though they're technically a pirate crew, you consider they're also like a team. So it's not like a huge number of them. But when I think it was Spandam, I think it was Spandam or Aokiji or someone like that, they sent out 200 Marine captains after the Straw Hats and their acquaintances. And Luffy was over there fighting Rob Lucci, so he wasn't involved in it. Chopper was out of the fight because he had recently used Monster Point. He can't use it for like he can't move for like 2 or 3 hours. So when it came to the other Sharks and their acquaintances that were fighting, you saw them. They were just going in. Frankie, obviously, Frankie boxing. He was just going in. Zoro at the time, I think, yeah, that's the time when he actually lost one of his swords. Yubashiri, something like that. You saw Usopp taking them on. I mean, granted, it's Usopp's because he's gonna get scared, but at least he was putting in work. Nami, Robin, all these dudes, and you just saw the Straw Hats go in. Despite having fought such powerful people, the Straw Hats still had enough strength to take on 200 Marine captains. Now, not all the Marine captains were Devil Fruit users, obviously. I mean, a couple of them were. Not all of them were. But you can tell that the Straw Hats were going all out. And that's another thing I like about this arc. It's all about going all out, just to save a friend. Luffy physically exerted himself to his limits, just so he can save Robin and defeat Rob Lucci. Zoro had to progress even farther as a swordsman and create his Ashra techniques so that he can become more powerful. Sanji uses his Diablo Jumbo to become more make his kicks more efficient when it comes to combat. Nami and Usopp became stronger not only mentally but somewhat physically because they now show the other Straw Hats we may not be as strong as you are, but we can still put in work, and I like that. I really do. And of course, we have Chopper. He has this whole thing where people think he's weak because of his bounty. Well, I mean, his bounty. He got his bounty afterwards in the post Enies Lobby arc. But still, people thought he was weak. But in order to save Robin and his friends, he had to do something that he told Dr. Kureha that he wouldn't do. He had to go beyond his boundaries and to become this monster that even though it could be dangerous and could risk his life, he still needed to save Robin at any cost. And of course Frankie. Well, Frankie at the time, again, he didn't join the crew, but after seeing what the Straw Hats were gonna do, after seeing what they could do potentially, he was like, all right, I'm gonna hang out with you guys. I'm gonna help you guys out, help you guys save Robin. And of course after that, he joined the crew, and then so on and so forth. So this is like an advancement point for the Straw Hat Pirates, and the fact that now that they realize that the new world is going to be full of motherfuckers who are strong. I mean, granted, they didn't know about the new world till afterwards, but now that they know about that the seas ahead of them are going to be full of even stronger people, they need to get stronger by themselves. And so that's why I actually think that the Enies Lobby is one of my favorite arcs. And the final thing is Rokishi. That's Rokishi. Oh man. Sora, that's my shit. Okay, so anyways, so Rokishi is basically, yeah, it's a martial arts move, martial arts technique kind of style, kind of fighting, but it's not martial arts in what you think. It's just like it's really, I can't explain it. It's kind of like one of those martial arts abilities that you really wouldn't think is martial arts. Like if you watch the Karate Kid, you see what he's doing, like washing windows and stuff. It's like, wait, that's not martial arts. It's kind of like that. It seems kind of stupid, like the whole Kami thing, where he can like turn himself in like paper and then just like move around and dodge attacks. It sounds stupid at first, but when you see that shit go down, you're like, dude, that's insane. Another one, Tekai, how you can enhance your body and make yourself stronger physically, and just like turn your body into iron. Depending on how strong your opponent is, he can break through. He or she can break through it, possibly. And stuff like that. So those moves, it's like, bro. And in a sense, it even progresses the monster tree of strength, because I believe that Sanji, Zoro, Sanji and Luffy already have Rokushiki. Sanji after the time skip got Skywalk, which is technically Genpo, and during the CP9 arc, Luffy learned how to use Soul during the second, so he can use it too. Zoro, I don't know, did he? I think he did learn one. but I'm not too sure. I mean, even in the we haven't seen him go all out, so maybe after the time skip he did learn a move from the Rokishi style, but I don't know for sure. But anyways, it just physically pushes the monster trio to their limits. With them saying, "Oh, I have to get stronger, and in order for me to get stronger, I might have to copy your moves. I might have to make more moves. I might have to progress my moves a little bit." But all of this is just so I can save Robin. So overall, my personal opinion, the Saboni Archipelago arc is it's one of my favorite arcs, but it's not my favorite arc. My favorite arc overall is Enies Lobby, but I can see what the Thejorishae is talking about when he says, Sabon Archipelago was crazy. It was crazy. I'm not gonna flex, but what I can say is that Enies Lobby is my favorite. Tell me what you guys think. What is your favorite One Piece arc? And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Be sure, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you don't. Comment down below. I'll put the video in the description box, and I might put up annotation somewhere around this video. I don't know where, but yeah. I'll see you guys later. Peace.